Remember how I said people usually only make signs telling people to not do stuff after something happens that was pretty spectacular? My apartment left this near the elevator. It says take one. It's only in English, Chinese, and Korean. There is no Japanese on this piece of paper, so okay, the foreign residents of my apartment building are doing something completely wrong, aren't they? What this pamphlet included, amongst other things, were rules regarding trash disposal in the apartment. And this got me thinking because I noticed a lot of foreigners, when they come to Japan for the first time, they often have trouble finding an apartment. Many apartments don't rent to foreigners. Among many reasons, the fear and worry exists that foreigners don't know how to separate their trash in Japan. And that got me thinking about making this video. So I present an overview of Japan's rather ridiculous recycling rules. One of the first things you might notice in Japan is the fact that there's separate trash cans all over the place for separating garbage. Even in my office, as you can see, my basket here is for paper, but there's different trash bins for you to separate your trash into. Back at the station, you can see that this particular trash bin is for your bottle caps. Most of the time, public trash bins are divided between burnable garbage, cans, plastic bottles, glass bottles, right? But some apartments and even municipalities have completely different rules for separating trash. My apartment building separates trash into 6 different categories. Kaen gomi or moeru gomi, burnable garbage, fuen gomi, unburnable garbage, aki kan or empty cans, aki bin or empty bottles, these being the glass bottles of course, petto botoru or pet bottles, plastic bottles, and finally danboru or cardboard. It's that easy, right? Well, maybe. The main difficulty is separating burnable versus unburnable trash. So what can't you burn? Well, I have this thing of packing bubble wrap. Obviously you can't burn plastic. There's other stuff that you can't really burn. Obviously separate the plastic bottles, but for the most part, anything that doesn't fall into the can, bottle, plastic bottle category is unburnable. Obviously, stuff that can catch on fire safely. So I have this box of Nutri-Grain, empty box, and even the wrappers can be burnable, right? Burnable garbage is the most common trash that you will probably throw out. So as you can see, this is 5 different separations of trash. I know it sounds difficult, but it's pretty easy once you learn about it. Now the 6th one, cardboard. Obviously, cardboard is burnable, but it's a lot better to just simply recycle it. So, yeah, Japan's rules are pretty strict, aren't they? Well, now all of this begs the question, why? Well, let me tell you why. I mean, look around you in Japan. Japan is a very clean society. The streets are clean, the stations are clean. Japan values cleanliness, and perhaps that cleanliness is why Japan's life expectancy is so high, or at least a contributing factor. Also, Japan recycles between 20 and 50% of all trash discarded. That's pretty impressive. The rest of that is most likely either incinerated or taken to landfills. Think about that. That's a lot of trash that is not in landfills, polluting the environment. So taking a look at the economic benefits, I guess they're not so ridiculous after all, huh? Perhaps other countries could learn a lesson or two from Japan. That's not something I always say, is it?